Hey guys, it's James from the Chart Guys. It is Thursday, September 8th, and I will do a review of commodities, particularly oil and gold. Again, oil is this pattern of after setting this high, we're setting a higher low, lower high, higher low, and currently we are meeting resistance at the 100 MA on the daily right here. Um, So this could be the lower high we set in this pattern, and we could test this line. Or we could continue higher tomorrow and test this downtrend line. If we break above that downtrend line, then we are definitely looking much more bullish in oil. Um, and a rejection of this and test of this line and breaking of this trend line, we are looking bearish, although we still have this uptrend line intact. Um, Let me go back and keep talking about this candle that I based my oil plays on recently, and it is this candle right here. This candle formed inside this previous red candle, and you can see the high and the lower within the confines of the low and the high of the previous candle. And that just tells me that price is getting tighter and it's ready to make a move one way or another. And so I said that based on how this candle forms and closes, I would either play bullish and bearish. So to close above the high, I would go, this candle, I would go bullish, and close below the low, I would go bearish. And so obviously this candle closed above the high of this, and what I did was to play oil this time, I bought some CHK calls, which I sold today for a really, really nice gain. And the reason I sold that is because I did see this 100 MA, and I saw it struggling with its sum. And so I decided to go ahead and take my profits just in case we pull back from here and consolidate. Um, so oil right now is going to either break above the 100 MA and test the downtrend line, or we are just going to, this is going to be it for the lower high that it forms on this go. What I could see happening is if we do break over this 100 MA right at this downtrend resistance, which would be a great opportunity to enter a short position. If we get there, is the rig count comes out tomorrow, and I could foresee a report that causes oil to pull back from this downtrend line. So something to watch out um, for a short oil entry. On the weekly, let's see how close we're getting to this. Let me remove all these drawings. There is still this potential of inverse head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. But we still have some time to break through that and for that to form. That would be really bullish if we were able to form an inverse head and shoulders. That's something to look out for. That would take, I don't know, it's going to take a couple more weeks, I think, at least, minimum. Something else to watch out for there. Let's go on to gold. Gold on the daily. So gold on the daily today had a red day. Nothing for bulls to be fearful of. It's after a big move. It needs some consolidation. It needs to cool off some. Um, it's still holding the 20 MA and the 5 MA as support. Currently losing the 50 MA. But once it gets above the 50 MA, it will have all supports on the MAs as support on the daily again. Let's go to the hourly. Earlier today, I thought this was possibly a bear flag forming, these two candlesticks, but it's gone a little bit too long to be a bear flag. And currently, you can see this candle is trying to regain the 5 MA. So I'm going to have to say that the chances of this being a bear flag on gold are very, very small. As far as the miners go, let's look at GDXJ. Now look at GDXJ and how on the hourly it closed above the 50 MA and GDX, how it has not even really come close today to testing the 50 MA as resistance once it lost it. And in our chat room, we've been pointing out over and over again that the junior miners are stronger than the senior miners, and they've been that way for a while. As you guys know, my partner Dan, the Chart Guys, also makes nightly videos on commodities, and it's good to watch both of our videos because we offer different perspectives on what we're looking for, and he catches things sometimes that I miss, and vice versa. Also, I'm a gold bull, so I have some biasness. So it's good for me to take off my gold rose-colored glasses and look at things from a neutral standpoint. So I highly recommend checking out his videos as well. The Chart Guys Dan on Twitter. Anyways, back to gold. Gold is defending the hourly 200 MA. It defended it yesterday. It's defending it here. I'm sorry. Senior Miners is defending the 200 MA. It defended it yesterday, and it defended it again today. It is struggling with the 50 MA currently, so we'll see how it tests that tomorrow. The junior miners. Junior miners have yet to even test the 200 MA. So again, showing more strength and bullishness than the senior miners. Now, how we play junior miners today is we saw yesterday that junior miners JNUG sold off at open, got bought up at the end of the day, sold off at open today, and actually lost the 50 MA on the hourly today. And what we did was break it down to the 5-minute chart. What I did, and once it dumped, I missed this run up. But at the rejection of the 50 MA on the 5-minute and it coming down, I saw that JNUG formed a bit of a double bottom here. This candlestick and this candlestick off by a couple pennies, but to me, still double bottom. And I alerted the chat room that they could take a bottom fishing position, and several of us did. We played it pretty well as long as it didn't set a new low of day. It looked really great when it captured this 20 MA here and closed above it. But on this next candlestick, when it lost the 20 MA, I alerted the chat room to exit. What I did do at the end of the day is I took a position with some calls for tomorrow. And the reason why is on the gold hourly, I think I did point this out already. The hourly on gold is oversold. So if nothing else, I'm expecting a oversold bounce going into tomorrow. So that is why I took some calls. Also, on some fundamental reasoning is that there are two dovish Fed speakers tomorrow, and obviously, you know, any type of dovish talk, and you could see gold having a nice bounce play out tomorrow. And this volume at the end of the day, just like yesterday, definitely helps. You can see that this 1 hour volume on an all green candle is very, very strong to close the day. Finally, let us go to natural gas. Start with natural gas daily. It's the hourly daily. Okay. So you can see the daily had a very, very bullish reaction to inventory reports today. You see that set this high here, natural gas recently, then set a lower high, high, set a low, lower high, lower low, set, let me see what the price action is here, 294.2, yeah, 294, bit of a, that's basically a double top, and then what we're doing right now is setting a higher low, so what we can see is that we're moving in a tighter and tighter range, and possibly from looking at this chart daily and zooming out, it looks like natural gas bulls are trying to change the trend here. It looks like it set this high and just consolidating, moving in a range, and waiting to break out. With winter coming, the likelihood of a breakout, I'm leaning bullish long-term natural gas. Weekly, what we're seeing is, so there's this weekly downtrend line that the previous high set, and then we haven't been able to break through it. it's tested and gotten rejected. This candlestick tried on the weekly, but then ultimately closed below it. And people might ask me, why are you drawing a downtrend line through a candle? But because it is a downtrend line, I know some people care about the wicks, but I don't. I care more about the body and where the price action closes. You can see that the price still closed below this downtrend line, so that downtrend is still intact for me. On a downtrend, I wouldn't draw a candle through a green candle because that downtrend is no longer good because the price action closed above the downtrend line, and vice versa. On an uptrend, I would not draw a candle through a red candle because that means the price closed below the uptrend line and that uptrend is no longer good, whereas you can draw a line through a green candle because the price action closed above the uptrend line and the uptrend is still intact. So some things to think about tomorrow. We'll see how gold reacts to the Fed speakers tomorrow. I believe the first one's at 7:45 and then the second one speaks at 9:30. I hope everyone has a great night. Check out Chartman Dan's videos and I will see you in the room tomorrow. Have a great night.